Good morning, everybody. If you've got something you need to come out about today and you're wondering what's in your way, how you're even going to get around it, and how you can be more mindful during the process, that's a ferret. You've come to the right place. Good morning. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. While we're here, we're talking about what you got to come out about. And before I get these cards in order, I'm going to go make sure this little guy's not getting into trouble. Come here, Monty. This is Bonbon, Monobansky. He's convinced he can get upstairs. There's a change in the gate, and he's gonna exploit it if he can. Yes. Pain in my ass. All right, let's get these cards in the right order. For those of you that might be watching this on the replay, thank you. If you're here live, hi. In fact, I see somebody here, hi. If you are watching this on the replay, don't forget to subscribe so we can keep track of each other. And if you find that this is useful during the course of the time you're watching it, hit that thumbs up button. So not only does it let me know it's useful, it gets it in front of other people so they can take advantage of the message. And good morning, Geneva. And as always, don't forget to share out with your friends so they can take advantage of it too. All right, here's our obstacle, action, mindfulness. Ooh, this is to me, this is an exciting day. A lot going on here. There's some intensity in the day-to-day and some life lesson in the mindfulness. So let's see where we're going. Emotional state today, a lot of like rumblings going on. However, it's all like there's a lot of internal emotional state going on. So let's take a look at it. Here's our obstacle. This is the Mother of Swords, or Newt. Our action is the Ace of Cups, and our mindfulness is High Priestess. Monty's gonna drive me crazy, but I'm probably driving him crazy because there's a change in the board that's keeping him from getting up the stairs. All right, our obstacle today, to have Newt here on our obstacle, our biggest challenge is making the right decision based on the right amount of information. And what I mean by that is we can always have a lot of information that may be considered right, like facts, figures, but in this case, the information that we're looking for that we need to be right is actually emotionally based. And yesterday we had some emotional stuff going on too. So the fact that this is emotionally based is pretty off kilter for Newt. She's usually really, really good at facts, figures, that kind of thing. Like I was just saying, it would normally be based on that, but it's not today. So the biggest challenge is that she has to make some decisions based on an emotional state. And that's not super easy, but it's also something that she's not unfamiliar with. If this were the Father of Swords, it'd be a lot more challenging. But for her, she's got the opportunity to understand how to make decisions based on emotional state, because she's been there before. That doesn't mean it's not easy for her to make those kinds of decisions. So often we don't want to make decisions based on emotional state, like how we feel about something. But in this case, it's time. And even more than just how we feel, there's this underlying gut feeling of how we get there. And today is a lot about trusting your gut. We're going to get to that more in the mindfulness exercise. So, obstacle, making choices based on feeling and intuition. Not easy for everybody unless it's something that you practice or have been through. A lot of tarot readers find that this is one of their biggest challenges, is how to know when to trust their intuition. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. All right, here's how we're going to get around that. Getting around that, he's going to drive me crazy. Getting around that is all about being in a state of awareness of how you feel, but it's also being ready for, how do I describe it? I want to say being ready for love, but this isn't like a romantic love. This is being attuned to, aware of, and prepared for that feeling of love to guide you to making the choices that you need to make. it's part of that instinct again. It's being in that state of, oh, that's why I need to do this thing. It's being inspired by love in order to create the state of leadership that you need to exude in the world. And not everybody's meant to be there. So it's not an easy thing for everyone, but it could be super easy for others. This is a state that I live in constantly, so it's something I understand, but it's not easy. This is a state that I've tried to live in my entire life, so it's something I'm good at because I've worked at it, but that doesn't mean it's constantly easy. So there are people out there like me who have learned this skill, and there are people out there who do it naturally. I think I have a kernel. And then there are people out there who just don't live in this space. So this may be challenging for some of you, but it's okay. It's a good place to be, and it's a good gut check for you to learn how to make decisions based on intuition and love, so that you are creating a better world for everybody, not just yourself. Okay, mindfulness exercise. This is, again, this is the High Priestess, and the mindfulness exercise for today is, ooh, why is this like about longevity? Sorry, I just need to look at it for a second. Because the intuitive stuff is off the chart for me. It's like living in your intuition, trusting your intuition, and the fact that this is a long game. This is coming out of a spiritual practice. This is kind of like yesterday. Yesterday I was talking about meditation, but meditation via drumming, like meditation at sunrise, drumming at sunrise, and drumming right before bed as an exercise. Today, this is the coming out of whatever ritual that you have. You'll need to work with whatever ritual you have. For some people, that's making sure that they brush their teeth at the same time every morning, and that they make sure they have their morning constitutional at the right time. If you don't know what that means sitting on the pot. For other people, it means doing their meditation at a certain time. For others, it may be being in front of their altar and performing their ritual that they do daily. So whatever that ritual is for you, that is a daily thing that is ew poo, yeah, for whatever that ritual is for you, out of this ritual, what I'm hoping you'll find is the longevity of your experience in, leading with love. So it's finding those moments. It's tracing back, where have I done this before? So this has got to be like some regression work. This has got to be the opportunity to be solid, like silent with yourself. I don't mean shut off your thoughts. I don't mean like total silence, but it is that I say silent with yourself because that's how I think about it. Like I was talking about trees on Twitter today, and how the spirit of trees is something that I've been able to communicate with, and I believe they're there. I think everything has its own spirit, and I communicate with trees. And the silence of that communication is that there's no verbal communication, but there is this energy communication. So when I say silent, I don't mean that communication stops. I just mean that it's mainly internal, and there is a receiving of information and energy. And in this case, what you're looking to receive is the history of when you've led with love before, which will allow you then to understand, oh, this is how I've used this, and put that into practice as you're looking to make decisions about coming out today. All right, I hope this is helpful. It took me a minute to get to there. Please let me know if it is. You can leave me comments below about how you're getting through all of this today. You can subscribe if you haven't already, so we can keep track of each other. And hit that thumbs up button if this message is helpful for you, and if it resonates, and if you would like to get it in front of other people on YouTube, because this will help it get it in front of their algorithm thing. Also, a couple things. There is a playlist out for February readings, so if you're interested in what's going on in your February and you'd like to either stay on the path or shift it, those are out there by sun sign. Also, yesterday was the new moon, about 3-ish central, and if you're wondering what kind of energy is playing around for the new moon, check that out too. Throw these two things together, and now you've got like a February and new moon reading all for you just by your sun sign, where you can take what resonates and leave the rest. I hope that they're helpful. They're in playlists on here on YouTube, or you can find them over at Comingouttarot.com. If you're interested in having a reading with me, all you have to do is head over to Comingouttarot.com/shop, and you can purchase a reading with me, and we'll get some time scheduled so that we can find the confirmation you need and give you the steps that you need to achieve the goals you're looking to achieve tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you later. Bye, Geneva. Bye, Al.